System downloaded.
Hey Coop, Bagakler here, pontificating again. Cruise etiquette. Now, we all know everybody has different preferences of music. That is for sure. So having a Bluetooth speaker in your cabin, listening to your own music at a reasonable level is fine. But some people take it way too far. Example, Romania. Every night, me and York would get back to our cabin, 2, 3 in the morning, and we'd go out, and all you would hear on full blast was reggaeton the whole time.
Pulimawapa! Reggaeton!
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, probably not cool. I mean, it was loud. So, I mean, the only thing that made it better was the second night when they were playing the reggaeton. It kind of went more like I mean, that was fantastic. Me and York, we thoroughly enjoyed that on our balcony that night. Hearing somebody just having a great time. If you're gonna do it and you're gonna have your own Bluetooth speaker, just do it in your group or somewhere away from everybody. We had the same thing happen at Coco K and it was horrendous. I mean, John and Arnold were like gonna full out throttle these people. They had it was like a boom box that you would carry around from the 80s when you were a kid that ran on D9 batteries. I mean, it was like way too much. And they played it loud, and they did not care. That is being a peckerhead. Don't be a peckerhead. If you really want to listen to music, put earbuds in. Listen to your music all you want. That's fine.
What the hell's a D9 battery?
Do that. That's fine. Keep it to a dull roar because you don't know about your neighbors.
I mean, I never heard of that.
So yeah, big ass Bluetooth speakers, carrying them around, pool deck, around the ship, all that. No, that's a negative. Like I said, don't be a peckerhead. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Good evening. Welcome to the ship show. Some of you may be wondering who I am. My name is Chapminski, and I've been very busy this past week. You see, a certain cruise line owes our client a lot of money. And after we paid them a little visit, their little boat could not sail. This just goes to show, if you mess with the coop, you mess with us, and you're going to get burnt. So have a good evening. And remember to begog.
Initiating system.
That's what you missed, Kelly. That's what you missed, Kelly Madison. I'll show you one more time. Kelly threw that in about 2 minutes before we went live, and I said, well, that's got to go in, right? Hey, how you doing? She's getting her groove on.
Oh, my. Yeah.
Kelly Madison. Out there just dropping it like it's hot. Larry, how you doing? How you feeling? How you been?
Well, you know, I'm recovering. This one's like, this is a 3-week bug. I'm like, I'll tell you this, though. I hadn't had a drink in a while.
Yep.
And I poured myself a Sazerac, and it's doing wonders for my throat.
Okay, Sazerac Rye.
And before we go any further, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that.
Because, you know, it's a birthday week.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm 50 plus 1, as you would say.
Yeah. I would have tried to throw in that I'm 50 with the kick, but I'm too old for that.
Yeah, but I did do a throwback in the Bromania messenger group of the I'm 50 video. I did have to post that because that will go down in the annals of ship show history.
It was a classic.
Forevermore.
No question about it.
Yes.
So I will say this, that since your birthday came up, the discussion came up about New Orleans. Here's the caveat. I really don't have the desire to cruise out of New Orleans, but I want to go back to New Orleans.
You froze up there for a second,
Oh.
but
I said,
we heard you.
oh, okay.
Your face just froze. Yeah, I would rather go back to New Orleans than Las Vegas. That's the God's honest truth, Larry.
It's gotten that bad.
Well,
Wow.
I don't know. I just, it's just Vegas ain't my kind of town anymore. I have slowly, progressively turned into stay off my lawn guy, and I ain't got no time for all that stuff going on in Vegas. I was accosted. Somebody threatened to kill me at the casino. I ain't got no time for that. And I know that could happen anywhere, but I don't know.
Maybe you need to stick to those high quality places like the Excalibur.
Yeah, well, I will say this. The Fontainebleau was fantastic. That hotel was off the chisel. In every regard, I can't even tell you how nice that was. But really, I'm still kind of salty because I didn't get to eat any stinking daggone freaking good food. We were with the gymnastics team, and they wanted to eat hamburgers. Hamburgers! I had hamburgers like 3 nights in a row, and I said, you know what? Ain't nobody got time for that. On the last night, Luna, you got the love beforehand. On the last night, I said, we're eating somewhere good.
So you went to In-N-Out?
No, there was
You
no.
didn't go to In-N-Out?
No, it was grab and go crap, dude. It was grab
man.
and go crap. And then we ate at this place called like Sugar Factory. They had 2 beers, Heineken and
Corona.
something else. It wasn't Corona. It was Heineken and Miller Lite. And I said, okay, I'll have a Miller Lite. They said, we only have Heineken. The rest of the drinks were stinking like sugar jubilee all up in your face, cavity. It was like the worst. Why?
Was it over there by the High Roller?
No, the Sugar Factory was right next to Paris, right there on the corner in the Miracle Mile, kind of.
Yeah.
Not my jam. My tacos were okay, I suppose. But the last night I said, I'm getting sushi. We're going to get sushi. I booked 2 different places just to be sure. And the guy that eats Chef Boyardee complaining about burgers. I saw Arnold comment, why has the live stream started already? We were ready to go. I had to restart my computer 3 times. I couldn't hear Larry. So I restarted my computer, then my internet stopped working. It's a freaking thing. It gives me agita, Larry. But anyhow, on the last night I said, we're getting sushi. We tried to get in our room, but because they couldn't book it right, Kelly added an additional day. They made it 2 separate stays, Larry. 2. So on that last day, they said, just come down and get new keys. You'll be fine. Okay. Well, we went to the Grand Canyon that day. We were gone all day. By the time we got back, we forgot about it. And there was a line outside the door, like a 3-hour line to check in. And I went up to this person and I said, look, I'm a guest here. I just need a new key made. And they said, you're going to have to get in line. I said, oh, hell no. And they said, sorry, but you're going to have to. But you can get in the self-kiosk line if you'd like. That was another hour wait. I said, I cannot believe you would treat your guests like this. I would like to talk to the concierge. We don't have a concierge here at the Paris Hotel. And I said, this is an outrage. I went up to the room just to see. My key worked, but it only worked 1 time. Kelly had stood in line for about 40 minutes and found a person that was going to take care of her, but I called her. I said, oh, the keys are working. She comes up. And lost her place in line. We go back down like 2 hours later. We're going to go eat. The line's still long, but they hooked us up. The girl I talked to was being really rude. Anyhow, I'm ready to go eat sushi. And Kelly says, well, Stella doesn't feel good, so let's just get the key and we'll call it a day. So we're standing there in line and Stella says, really, I just wanted to go to the Lego store or the M&M store and the Coke store. So Larry, the next 3 hours were spent at the M&M and Coke store.
I've been there.
By that time, we had missed our reservations. And
so no sushi for you.
I didn't even eat because we got back at 10:30 and I said, screw this. I went down to the cigar bar, ordered myself a Caesar's Barrel Buffalo Trace, which was delicious, by the way. And I drank my sorrows away with a nice Lancero. But Larry.
Yeah.
I bought, what was that called? Brubaker, help me. What was the name of that cigar I bought? Was it called the Chisel? Yeah, it was called the Chisel.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap either. I bought.
Wait, what is cheap in Vegas?
Yeah, well, it was $40.
Whoa.
It was $40 for the Chisel cigar. So, yeah.
I hope it was good.
Well, I'm saving it for Brubaker for the Coop Cruise.
Oh, you haven't smoked it?
No, I'm saving it for Brubaker, but hey.
Well, hold on a second. You went and had a Buffalo Trace without a cigar?
No. I had I had bought some other cigar. I posted a picture of it. Now I can't remember.
So refresh my memory. Did Paris have a cigar bar?
Yes, it did. It was a Monte Cristo
Yeah, okay.
bar.
That
But
looked really good.
it was very nice, Larry, but let me tell you something. I would hate to work there. I've been to plenty of cigar bars indoor where you weren't like stifled for air. That place, their ventilation system was terrible. And Brubaker says, I'm going to feel strange smoking myself. I didn't know you were Chisel. I just got it for you. John and Diamond says that Buffalo Trace is a form of dinner, and you're absolutely right. But what...
I've had it many times for dinner.
Larry, you might know what it's called, maybe not off the top of your head, but there's this white kind of powdery stuff that will grow on your cigar.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's mold. It's not. It is not. And it's not bad as long as you wipe it off.
Yeah.
But when I went into their humidor, they had like a humidifier up in the ceiling where you could literally see the fog. It was foggy in there. And everything was covered in that stuff.
So they probably had it set too high.
Way, way, way too high. And I told the guy, I said, you probably have the softest skin in Las Vegas. He's like, yeah, my wife loves it. She doesn't like the smell, but I have very soft skin. But I said, but he did. He hooked me up with like 3 really nice cigar boxes. Plume. That's it, Daniel. Plume. A lot of people swear it's a fungus. And there's people who will try and point you scientifically that it's fungus, and it's not. It is not. But either way, that probably was my favorite place. I mean, it was hard to breathe. But
so it was probably just a dated system. So, like, when I was on the Norwegian Prima, they had a cigar bar, and it was small. I mean, it was not a big place. And they, like, were in just totally against people smoking cigarettes in there because they didn't want it to change the aroma of the place.
Yeah.
So when you walked in, you definitely could get a smell, but it was not smoky. It was not smoky at all.
Well, so it's funny you say that. Daniel Field says, plume forms when a perfectly aged cigar exudes oils from the filler, binder, and wrapper. These oils crystallize on the wrapper, creating a hazy, light, ashy powder. That may be true. However, this plume, which now that I think about it, based on that definition, might have been fungus because the cigar I bought was wrapped in plastic and it had that crap on it. So I don't know. But I smoked a very good cigar. And the cool thing is, Larry, they if you didn't finish it, they would cut off the burnt end and put it in a baggie for you so you could come back later and finish it. That was nice. But what I was going to tell you is that on the SAS, on the Sharon at Sea group cruise, John Campa had ordered a pack of, tell me what they were, John, but they were minis. They were good cigars, but they were the little, like, cigarette-sized one.
Like a Petit Corona.
Yeah, like little tiny ones. And it was New Year's Eve, I believe, and they were, like, in the casino, and they lit one up, you know, a Trinidad. That's what it was little mini Trinidads. And they got called out by the staff in the casino for smoking a cigar in there. Mr. Z thinks white powder goes up the nose. In some cases, it does. It does. However, in this particular case, if you sniffed it, you would probably just sneeze. I'm just saying. Now, one other thing on the cigar front. I sent a picture of my humidor that you got me the other day.
Yes.
And Larry, I followed the instructions that came with it to try to age it. And they just said, put a container full of propylene glycol or water in there for a week. Do not open it. Leave it alone. That's exactly what I did. It was actually like 10 days. Okay? That humidor will not keep its humidity. It fluctuates nonstop.
Okay, so
but wait,
is it a glass top?
No, it was wood. You sent it to me for Christmas last year.
Yeah, I remember.
So I was reading online that they sell these wipes. By we, John means him, says Diamond. Good call, Diamond. That's hey, you got to clarify that because we know, I know better. You wouldn't take that risk, and I can appreciate that. But they sell these wipes for your humidor that are made for the purpose of seasoning your humidor, right? And I was reading all up on them, and I said, screw that. I'm just going to take a sponge, brand new sponge, soak it in propylene glycol, and I did it 2 days in a row. I soaked the sponge, right? Thank you, Kevin Simmons, in propylene glycol and wiped down the whole inside of that humidor to where the color of the cedar changed, right?
Yeah.
And then I closed the lid, let it sit for 24 hours. Next day, I came back, I did it again, let it sit for 24 hours. I put my cigars in there, and it's almost 5 days now. That humidity has not fluctuated one time. So
what is it at?
It is at 71.
Yeah, that's a little low.
Well, they say 70 is where you want to be.
I like it a little higher than that.
I have a lot of Cubans, which some people will argue should be at 58.
Ooh.
But I have it at 70. Larry, you keep freezing. I don't know if the internet's bad over there or what.
I don't think so.
Well, you're better now. The video quality's less, but still. It was... Anyway, enough on cigars. You'd think we were talking about grass over here. But Las Vegas ain't my town.
We're trying to avoid that this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, back to my notes.
Yeah, you were talking about something when we talked about the Coop Cruise, and you said you might have an update on that?
Well, I do, but I'm going to go back to my notes.
Okay.
Because it's your birthday week, and I know you. What did you get yourself?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. There's
Okay.
no way.
Okay.
There's no way you didn't buy yourself something.
No, I take that back. I bought myself two things. Okay?
Okay.
One of them, tell me in the comments what you guys think. Larry, well, you know how I dress. But when I saw this, there was no way I could keep scrolling without purchasing it. I bought this.
Oh, I saw that. That's a menthol cigarette. Newport.
It's a Newport cigarette
That is.
pool jacket.
Did it come with a carton of Newport?
No, but it's made of like the same material that a towel's made of. So I bought it.
Okay.
Mr. Z says, notes? What kind of notes are these? Lolo Dash says, well, howdy, Coop. I've been watching for a while on my 90-inch 4K Samsung TV, brag alert, in dynamic mode. I was hypnotized by John's blue eyes, framed so perfectly in the blue hat and outfit. Okay, that's the one thing I bought for myself. I may have also bought a t-shirt that had an arrow on it that said I rented this hooker that I thought would be hilarious, like on embarkation day, to wear it and then just like randomly sit down next to random people and have like you and Arnold like off in the distance, like slyly taking pictures. I thought that would be funny, but I'll only wear that shirt, much like the Who Ate All the shirt that I wore last year. I'll save that for the first night at the Airbnb. I won't wear that out in public. The other thing I bought, Larry.
Yes.
And I'm excited about this for my camera nerds. This should be arriving tomorrow. Let's see if I can find it. It's made by a guy. He started small. He started making sticks for your drone that made it easier to control your drone. Well, thank you for the compliment, Lolo Dash. I appreciate that. I'm a squirrel. I can't. If you expect any kind of couth or proper etiquette from me in the midst of a live stream, that's on you, girl, and you know better. But right when we went live, I got a message from Angela Williams, and she was asking about the drink that Kelly had. And to answer her question, yes, indeed, it's a Rose Zinfandel. It's a rosé and white Zinfandel. There's your answer.
There's a pin included with that.
Yes, there is. But this guy, Scotty, makes stuff. That's the name of his website. He started making little controllers for your drone that made it easier to do cinematic moves because it gave pushback with it, right? Lolo Dash, Lori Dashiell says, is Jamie here? I'll mess with him next. But he started making those and they sold so well, his store has grown. Well, as you all know, I bought myself a new camera. Well, Larry, you may not know this.
No, I did not know that.
I bought myself a new camera. It's actually right here. It's called the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's a miniature gimbal, and you can move it up and down. It keeps it steady. Huge sensor on it. I love this thing. I'm still figuring out how it works. It's not as cinematic as some of my good cameras, but imagine in the MDR how indiscreet that would be to set down in front of me instead of the big giant rig that I always have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you could take amazing video to put together great vlogs.
Yes.
Food experiences.
That's correct. And now that I made this order, hey, I put out a vlog this week. It was you.
I congratulated you.
It was damn near 7 minutes. That counts. I don't care what you say. It was content, by God. I may not have put it on YouTube, but that's because,
I was going to say, is there a reason it's not on YouTube?
People don't watch stuff unless it's under 4 seconds. And I'll be gosh dang. If people ask me all the time, Larry, how come you don't make content anymore? I'll tell you why I don't make content. I will tell you.
And now, Deep Thoughts by The Rooster.
Okay, here's why.
Deep thoughts.
I am savvy enough to realize that as much as there are people who watch my vlogs and stuff, there are, and I'm not discounting that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But for example, I always say the Ship Show Facebook group is the gateway to the YouTube channel, right? It's the launch pad, if you will.
Okay.
And if I post a picture of Stella in her gymnastics outfit, right? Kevin Simmons, I got to answer that question. I'll get to that in a minute. If I post a picture of Stella or a picture, right? Or a short video, not horizontal, mind you. When you do a horizontal video in Facebook now, it turns it into a short.
I've seen that.
If I do a horizontal video, it actually becomes a post. But the instant I freaking post a short, which is a short video, you could get 200 likes on a photo of Stella. If I post a freaking video, 7. I am not stupid enough to think, ain't nobody got time to have their day interrupted watching a video unless it's some sort of news. Oh, well, look, they're all getting a commercial. How funny is that? How ironic.
That is funny stuff. Yeah.
Try one of me, I'll blow it up, says Garrett. Hey, I don't set the ads, and quite frankly, we haven't made a profit over here at one time. So, I don't know. We'll probably get demonetized anyways because of some sound effect I used that some freaking creator thinks they made. But that's how it works.
Well, I enjoy your vlogs very much. That's how I started watching the show, and I like them for personal reasons. And I hope you change your mind.
I'm not gonna. I do want to make content. I do. It's just that I truly believe, and Jamie will be the first to tell you, and probably in these comments say I told you so. I went a little extra to the point where it just got overwhelming. And I've noticed lately as I'm scaling back that it seems to be more fun. The thing is, when I do a video, the phrase, the juice is worth the squeeze, comes into play. And the amount of, I am not gonna, and I am not even for a second poo-pooing the fact that my vlogs are what the majority of people, especially watching right now, brought here. I'm just saying, sometimes with all my other interests, it becomes a matter of, is the juice worth the squeeze? I am not foolish enough to think I am going to blow up on YouTube and like make a living off this, right? So I don't do a half-ass vlog. Although when I look at some of my old vlogs, I'm like, oh my God.
No.
But I realize that when vlogs were in style, especially in the cruise space, ours were different, and we brought a different angle of things, and that was awesome. And at some point, I veered a different direction to where I stopped doing that. So I'm gonna try and get back to that. I'm not, by no means.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
By no means am I gonna stop. Anyway, the other thing I bought myself was this. Scotty makes stuff. He 3D prints these things with a 3D printer. Well, not anymore. It's mass production, but it's still 3D printed. It's a special case that goes over the pocket because it's a fragile camera. It's tiny, but when you're done with it, you want to put it in your pocket. And the big ass case that they give you with it is like this, and it rattles around in there. It doesn't work.
Gotcha.
It looks like this when you could cover the whole thing up. It protects it. That's the other thing I got myself.
All right.
And then I got this for my birthday. This nice, this vest.
Wait, that was a gift.
I did. But I
bought a gift to you.
I bought myself the Newport coat.
Why didn't you go with Marlboro?
Because
or Winston?
Because no one on this on the Lido is going to have that Newport shirt.
I hope nobody'd have the Winston or Marlboro either.
They didn't have that as an option, okay? But I will say this. I exercised some restraint because that shirt that I bought, the Newport one, actually, there was a matching pair of shorts that you could have gotten with that. But I said to myself, you know what? Sometimes
don't do it.
You got to know when to fold her. But tell me that ain't going to look legit on the Lido.
Can't wait to see. Is that for Romania?
Yes.
All right. I got a refill. You're solo for a bit.
Okay. So, retro is always in style. That's right, Mr. Z. I see Tony Barnett is in the house. He's asking, when is the Coop Cruise? I'm sure someone in the comments can answer, but I could probably tell you even quicker just by going to Facebook, going to the Coop Cruise group, and let's see what we're looking at. Actually, I probably couldn't. There's so many posts in there. But it's in March 3rd, I think, through 9th. I don't know if it's March 1st. Oh, it is. Kevin Brubaker, you're right. I think it's March 1st through 9th of 2025. Carnival Horizon, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao. Those are the dates. And we'd love to have you. Larry has an update coming soon in regard to the Coop Cruise, but we need a master of ceremonies. That's right. Tony Barnett was the master of the Lido Olympics, right? John said I was banned from the Coop Cruise, called me a half-as blogger. Yeah. Zip it! Zip it, Tony. You know better than that. Zip it, Tony. Sounds like a last name. How you doing? My name is Luigi Zipatoni. No, we'd love to have the Barnetts with, but you know, unless he's otherwise booked somewhere, let's get you on there. Let's get you on there. This is the Coop Cruise, mind you, Tony, and it's hosted by the Coop. It isn't hosted by me. It's not hosted by, loosely hosted by me, right? I'll kind of guide the ship the best I can, like a squirrel. But many people within the Coop will be hosting their events, and I look forward to that. He said I was last year's Swatch Watch. Worthless. Speaking of Swatch Watches, you like that? That was a birthday present. I got it in Vegas, though, way before my birthday. You know, sometimes I just tell Tony how it is. I'm just like, you listen here, Tony. But I know they just got off of the celebration, right? They got off the celebration?
I think so.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like they had a good time. It's good to see Jenny's out there posting and stuff. That was awesome. Jubilee. That's right. Celebration, Jubilee, you know.
Sister ships, you know.
Yeah, they're all the same to me.
You
know why they're the same? Because I haven't been on them.
So I will say the layouts are the same, but the venues are different. So that's what kind of makes it cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different themes, different ideas. So here's the update.
Well, hold on. Lolo
right.
Dash says, on the Coop Cruise, I'll be hosting a whoopee cushion instructional on the first morning of the cruise. We could probably squeeze that into, and we'd have to talk to Paul, but that first morning of the cruise, Paul Atta will be doing a timeshare presentation for Ship Show Island. So, with the help of Kelly Madison, I know she's going to contribute in that department as well. But yes, I can guarantee you, Lolo Dash, a giant whoopee cushion will be in play. There's no doubt about it. Zero doubt. But what's the update, Larry? Tell me, because I haven't asked.
All right. So, in all those buttons you have, do you have a drum roll? You have a drum roll.
I think I do, but I don't know. I don't know that you're gonna. It's somewhat relevant, but also somewhat irrelevant. I'll show you why.
All right.
It goes like this.
I'm the winner is. All right, that's pretty good.
That's the best I can do.
That's pretty good. We are officially at 60 cabins. 60. Not 50. 60.
I was like 66-0. What does that mean? But
60.
now
60.
I get it.
We have 20 solo cruisers. So we are at exactly 100 people, which I think is pretty doggone good considering we're still more than a year away. You know,
I agree.
let's be exact.
I'm very, very excited about that.
We are 394 days away, closing in on that 1 year mark.
Wait a second.
What?
Oh, 394.
394.
I
yes.
thought you said 364. I was going to be like, I missed the 1 year mark. Okay.
Now 394.
A
little over a year.
Julie and I are going to run the slots with Jenny. Yeah, speaking of which, Jenny won like a she got a hand pay. And I got to be honest, Larry, when I was watching Lalita Loca's live stream last night and they started talking about hand pay, I had questions. I'm like, geez, what did I step into? Lalita Loca's talking about hand pay. I thought that only happened in Vegas. Okay, never mind. But, oh yeah, did you count leap year day, Larry?
I'm just going by cruise mate.
Okay,
Cruise
well, that's fair.
Says 394 days until your cruise.
Okay, fair enough. Jenny had her first like real big jackpot on that cruise. So
I saw about it, but what was it?
That's not something we'll discuss here, you know, for obvious.
5 figures?
I'm pretty sure we're talking close to $1 million.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm totally joking. I think I remember the number, but that ain't my place to say. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Hey, here's the way I look at it. I go to the casino to have fun. If I win $100, I feel like a winner.
It was 16 hundo, Larry.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. You know what?
They're sick in the eye.
Good point.
I'm telling you, I walk out of the casino and I'm up. I had fun. Plus, I made some money. I kind of set my losses at around $100. So if I lose 100, I'm leaving. Not to say I won't come back that day, but I try to limit my losses and try to not bet like too crazy.
Well,
so I will say
that's
this.
smart.
I'm saying this right here, right now. You are going to learn to play blackjack on Bromania.
Larry,
No ifs and or buts about it.
I sat with Mr. Tony Barnett himself, and Tommy. I think it was me, Tony, and Tommy on the Vloggers Cruise. And Tony was trying to explain to me how it all works, okay? I was just putting money down, and pretty much Tony was telling me what to do, and I am not lying. I am not exaggerating. I had no clue what was happening. Obviously, I knew if I had like 21 or whatever, I knew that. But the nuances of that game, I've been yelled at too many times. Listen, I'm not a gambler. I don't gamble.
We have 2 nights before the cruise that we will play at our Airbnb, and I'll teach you.
I suppose, but I don't know if I would enjoy it because
it's the camaraderie, the fun of the table. You try to find a low stake table. Like, I know the $5 are hard to find. Usually the lowest now is 10.
You know what?
You can make like $200 last quite a while.
I think Tony summed it up though, Larry.
Yeah.
I tried, he says, but John is no blackjack wingman. Skip the casino. Johnny in the club is where it's at. I'll tell you what, you host the gamblers at the casino and I'll be in the club leading the conga line.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
So my other tip is go to the casino and play video blackjack. That way, there's no pressure.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you if you're doing wrong.
Well, that's the way to learn.
You're not going to learn. That's my problem with blackjack. I've gotten yelled at because I did something I wasn't supposed to do on numerous occasions. Here's the thing, Larry.
Yeah.
If I put money on the table,
Yeah.
guess who's taking that money?
Well, hopefully you double it.
The house.
No.
I have never. I won money before Caitlin was born in Las Vegas playing craps. And the way I did it was by playing 6 and 8 in the pass line. That's how I did it. Okay. That was the only way.
Nothing wrong with that.
Since then, every single thing has been a loss. Now, I won't lie. Every now and then I'll go up to a slot machine with a $20 bill. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put that in and like, there's been about 4 or 5 times where I've won like $80, instantly cashed out, went and bought a watch, called it a day.
Well,
but I'm not a gambler. I don't enjoy it. I would rather.
I just want this. Let's play. We'll play for fun in our Airbnb. Teach you all the nuances. Give it one last try when we're all at the table together.
Okay.
All 4 of us at a table, having fun, and see what happens.
I'll tell you that's fine, but I'll forget everything you taught me. Okay.
No, you won't. You're too smart for that.
Tony Barnett says to Jamie in response to his question or to his response, Tess, I don't have any friends, which is complete nonsense, Jimmy. Tony says, Jimmy at the blackjack table at 1 a.m. is a whole experience. I agree.
Well, I was just going to say, I remember trying to learn crap in Las Vegas. And I'm with Jamie. And then luckily Tony came up. Remember that trip?
I do remember that trip.
Okay, so Jamie was there having fun, and he had his own thing. And then Tony came up, and I'm like, okay, I know a little bit, not a lot. I'm going to follow your lead. And he was a very good teacher.
Oh, Tony knows the ins and outs, especially of craps.
I'm pushing 2 chips here, 1 chip there. He's got this going there. He's got that going there. He's got this here, that. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, he knows the in and outs. I find it fascinating, some of the bets he makes, like just instinct bets. But I did want to say, yes, I do go full old man at this point, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. But I wanted to say hi to Wendy Johnstone. I see she's in the place.
Hi, Wendy.
Lolo Dash says, I did that with Jimmy in Vegas. I kept bringing him water and snacks. He was on fire. Well, there were other people that were on fire that night in Vegas, but I wasn't there to witness it. I'm just not a gambler, but listen, if you want to try and teach me, you can. If you want to try and hand me the card, you can. But at the end of the day, when the rubber meets the road, I'm going to freeze up, get nervous, and wish I wasn't there. Because I'm just not a gambler. I remember this. I went to the slot machines with Q's Cruisers one night. Even the stinking daggone freaking slot machines confuse me, Larry. We're sitting there, I would pull the lever, and all of a sudden there's like all these lines and crisscrosses, and she's like, oh my God, blah, blah. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
It's not the old days, but 3 sevens. That's like,
yeah.
I know, it's got lines, and you go to a penny machine, and people are like, oh, you got to hit the max. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm betting like $10. What's a penny machine?
Larry, you don't usually freeze up like this. What's crazy is your image quality is outstanding, but you're freezing up. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Maybe
What?
I was going to say try to join and rejoin, but let's not press any buttons. Let's just leave it like it is.
We did that before.
Yeah. Let's leave it like it is.
So I have to ask you, I want your honest opinion. We're 394 days away. How do you feel about 100 people on the Coop Cruise?
I feel really good about it. For me, I want to, hello, Kathy L. I see I won $4,000 once on a 68-cent bet. Never happened again. I see Party on the Seas here. Scott McNeil says solar flares. I would reset or tinker with anything. The tech side is working fine. Yeah, I won't. I'm not going to reset anything. But my big concern is making sure that it's a collective experience and not something that we are dictating. However, there's a fine line between asking people to help and it's so hard to put to words. Sometimes you give an inch, people take a foot, or worse yet, you give an inch to someone and then someone else is jealous. There's a joke there that I'm not going to address. I'm sure someone will in the comments. But I just want to make sure that it's not up to just me. I want to make sure there are collective minds involved. I want to make sure it's a collaborative decision so that we keep the best interest of the Coop in mind. Because at the end of the day, that is the goal of this cruise, is to, I'm not talking specifically the Coop, right? I mean, let's be honest. When it comes down to it, the Coop is kind of a wide cast net with a small family of other creators, right? Like, it doesn't mean, ship show only, right? It's just, it was something we decided to do, and I just want to make sure that if we're going to do something this big, that we do it right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
I know we will, because, I mean, for one thing, Larry can keep a thought in his head and keep ideas flowing. Arnold is good at organizing those thoughts. Paul is good at saying, hey, you dumbass, we're not doing that dumb shit. Right? And Trevor, Trevor, his ideas are unique. So it's a win-win situation. We still have a couple, and Brubaker as well. Like, Brubaker has got the IT experience to make the drones work for the big drone show on the first night in the theater. So, I hope that's coming along well for you, Kevin. Getting all those drones synced up to fly around the theater that night in the ship show logo. But beyond that,
is it going to have like a banner behind it? Watch the ship show.
Yes.
Like the old days when the planes went around.
Yes. Tony says, Coop Baya, a communal, harmonious cruise experience. I think I'm going to make T-shirts. Tony, I'm coining that phrase that you just coined. I'm going to put Coop Baya. Just hashtag Coop Baya right on the front. That's a great idea. This is what I'm saying. The man is a stinking daggone freaking genius.
Yes, Tony is. Yeah.
But I also thought about truly making like whoopee cushion, just a shirt with a tiny little whoopee cushion right here. Nobody knows what the hell it means.
I got an idea.
What do you got?
So we give out a whoopee cushion to every Coop cruiser. We all go to the main dining room the first night. We all sit on them at the same time.
I like it. I like it a lot. That is a great idea. Imagine the look of fear on all the servers' faces when everybody's at the tables, right? And everyone's like trying to blow them up.
Maybe we bring a couple cans of fart spray.
Oh, no. Larry, now, come on. We'll get kicked out. But Pepito has a good idea.
Yeah.
He says bonfire on the Lido. Oh, boy. Hold on, Larry. Hold on. Oh, look who's calling. Imagine that. Last time you called on this live stream, all heck broke loose.
Yeah, I've let that go.
Okay, you gotta wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Don't say anything. Just don't say anything. Where is it? Let's see if... What is that called?
I don't know.
All right, well, it's not showing up, so I'll just put you on speaker. Let me see. How come I can't get Caitlin to come up? Here we go. Oh, for heaven's sake. Why is that not working? Oh, there we go. All right, what did you have to say, Caitlin?
You know, I couldn't help but notice that you were talking about all the that you got for your birthday, but you didn't mention my birthday card.
Okay.
Wow.
I have an explanation for that.
Let's hear it.
When Dave Lee came to plow the driveway, he plowed it in such a way that it blocked off our access to the mailbox until yesterday. And we finally opened the mailbox and it was literally full from top to bottom with mail. And I haven't gotten that far. But I'll tell you what, Caitlin, I'll let Larry take over right now. And Garrett knew this was coming. I'm still angry with you after your shenanigans last week, trying to play it off like it was my fault that you called me in the middle of a live stream to drop some massive news that shouldn't have been on the stinking daggone freaking live stream. But I'll tell you what I'll do, because I love you so. I'll go upstairs and open the card live unless I'm not allowed.
Wait, oh my God. You're being
Put it on the live
honest.
stream, right?
Yeah, I'll go get it right now.
Wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
I thought that whole thing was all BS.
Larry thought it was all BS.
That you couldn't make it to the mailbox.
No, I'm dead serious, Larry.
I saw you taking out the trash.
Yeah, I almost died. Flamingo Pam says daddies should never diss their daughters. Oh, I've dissed Caitlin since she was 2.
Flamingo Pam.
I've dissed, and she's dissed me as well.
Is that true?
Kevin Brubaker says when Caitlin and I get together, it's always a train wreck. But I'll go get the card right now. Larry, you're in charge.
All right, I'm taking over.
Pull out your notes.
I got it. I'm always prepared with you. You never know what's going to happen. I'm prepared. All right, so here's the big news, the big cruise news. Well, let's talk about cruising. How about that? How about this little old thing called the Icon of the Seas? I hope people realize that this is the first week of actual cruising, and there is tons of vlogs out there, and I mean so many really, really good vlogs. So I was lucky enough that I'm going to say it was over a year ago that I got a text from Jamie saying, hey, Sharon's got some cabins available for the Icon next March. And I jumped on it. I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we are 37 days till we embark. And I think that the people that are on this first week are having an amazing time. But I did like the idea to let the dust settle and kind of bugs worked out. But this ship just looks amazing. I've been on 3 of the Oasis class, been on the Celebration, been on the Mardi Gras, but this one is just like really, really amazing. So in my opinion, they take the Oasis class and then they take like the Mardi Gras class. They kind of combine them. So the knock on Royal with a lot of their bigger ships were like the first time Sharon and Jamie went on the Symphony. You walk in the World Promenade, you feel like you're in a mall. You're all enclosed. There's pluses and minuses to that, but you are enclosed. You really don't realize you're on a cruise ship, and it's so big, and it just doesn't move that much. So there's times I've been on a cruise where people don't even know we're moving. This one has opened up so much. So many parts of the ship that you see, the ocean, outside areas you can sit at. It just really, really looks amazing. There are just things that they have that other ships don't, that you kind of stop and think, like the Pearl, who came up with that idea? Where did that inspiration come from? You walk into this great big sphere, and it's got moving tiles and just super, super cool. I did see this. The ship has 7 pools. So one of them is for suite guests only. So for the average person like I, you have 6 pools to choose from. Unbelievably, the staff has already noticed that one pool, the water temperature is considerably higher than the other. They were baffled at first. Like, did it face the sun more? Was there no shade? And then they thought about it, and that pool's called the Swim and Tonic. It's the first swim up here on the seas. Did you hear that?
Yes, on Icon.
There's one pool that the water is warmer than all the others.
Yeah, I know. It's
The Swim and Tonic.
they put the P in ool. All right, Caitlin, here's the deal. She's still on the phone. I figured she'd have hung up by now.
Oh, she was listening to my dissertation of the Icon.
If she's watching the live stream, I would be shocked. But
Did she give us a thumbs up?
yeah, did you hit the thumbs up button, Caitlin?
I think my husband did.
Are you subscribed?
No. Yeah,
Yes.
Your daughter's not subscribed?
She
Oh,
is.
come on.
She is. Okay, here's the deal. Kelly put the mail somewhere. Get Luna. Kelly put the mail somewhere, and oh, Garrett says she's with me upstairs remodeling. Kelly put the mail somewhere. She said it was in the playroom. I couldn't find it, but she's gonna find it here in a second when she gets out of the shower and let me know so I can get it. So I will definitely find the letter, okay?
Okay.
But I did find this.
Is that my roofie book?
No, it says Stella on it. This is
Oh.
your young author's book that you wrote 13 years ago. Let me just read a little excerpt. Caitlin wrote this book. I helped her make the cover. I remember doing it at our house
Let
in
me see the
Ohio.
cover.
Look at, huh?
Do I gotta see the cover?
Yeah, it says Stella by Caitlin Clayco.
Garrett's in the other room.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay, here it goes. She even put a little picture in there. Oh, there's a note from her teacher, too. It says, Caitlin, I really enjoyed reading about Stella. You must be a great big sister. It's so sweet how much you love little Stella. She is lucky to have you, and I'm sure Dad and Kelly feel blessed to have both of you. Stella sure is a cutie. The pictures of her made me smile. I know I feel lucky to have a great little brother. And stop! I'm happy that you feel the same way. Nice job on your young author's book, Mrs. Woodring. Oh, she hung up. Okay. So, yep. This is a little excerpt. She put the when you open the cover, this is what you see. It's sorry. It's Stella, the ultrasound. How about that? I'll just read a quick excerpt. The whole book's great. It says, the night Stella Soleil Noel was born, I was so excited that I cried. I was like, this is a huge change for me. In my mind, I wondered if I was going to like Stella. I thought I might be jealous. I also thought I wouldn't get attention, but I did. My dad, Kelly, and Stella were in the hospital for 3 days, and I missed them. When I went to the hospital to visit Stella for the first time, my dad and Kelly both smiled. They asked me if I liked my new sister. I said no. I love her so much. They told me I was cute. And so was she. I said thank you, because she couldn't talk, of course. Stella was born on November 15th. She weighed 6 pounds, 1 ounce, was 19 3/4 inches long, with a full head of hair. The day I came home, I was so excited I held Stella over and over. I changed her first diaper, too. That's a true story. I was so proud of myself. It reminded me of when Stella was in Kelly's belly. I went with her and my dad to view the ultrasound. When the doctor said it was going to be a baby girl, I jumped out of my seat and said yes. I was so happy and glad to be a big sister.
That's super cool.
Yep.
That is really cool.
And it's a whole book. She wrote a whole book on her sister.
No, that is like,
yeah,
that's a tearjerker.
Yeah.
That's like really cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I found that when I was looking for the card she sent me. Kelly's going to let me know.
So my
Pam's,
son
wait,
was born-
Larry, get this.
Yeah.
Pam
Right.
says Stella has the same birth date as my twins.
Whoa. That's cool.
That's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah. So my son was born, and I'm actually Lawrence Baum the third. And so we named him Lawrence Baum the fourth, which made my father and grandfather very happy and proud.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were having our second child, it was about 3 years later. And I kept saying, I don't want to know. I don't want to know if it's a girl or a boy. And my son kept saying, Dad, let's name him Harry. Unfortunately for him, we had a girl and we named her Kristen, but he kept calling her Harry, which was pretty funny. So it was kind of like that story. He would argue with people that her name's not Kristen, it's Harry.
I get it. It's funny you mentioned that though, Larry, because when Kelly was pregnant with Stella, before she was born, like in the beginning stages, we didn't know what was going on, right? So it was just a yolk sac. So we called it Yoki. Right? That was the yolk sac's name was Yoki. But over time, still, we didn't know if we were having a boy and a girl. So I said, you know what? We got to come up with something to call this baby. Let's call it Baby Lloyd. Lloyd, like Dumb and Dumber Lloyd.
Yeah.
And it just stuck. It was like an inside joke within our family. We just called it Baby Lloyd. And I'll never forget this moment as long as I live. And I see Big Al Clayco's here.
Hey, hello, Al.
You missed my excerpt from Caitlin's young author's book. What is that? Oh. But I'll never forget this as long as I live. It was Thanksgiving. And when is Thanksgiving, Larry?
November 25th. Around there.
Okay, then it wasn't Thanksgiving. It must have been like Easter or something. It was some holiday, and we were all together. Like me and Kelly and her parents and all of Kelly's side of the family at dinner. And whenever we eat, Mimi or Papa says a prayer before dinner. And I'll never forget that prayer when Papa or Mimi mentioned, or maybe it was Papa, one of them mentioned, thank you for bringing our family together. We're so excited for Baby Lloyd. Baby Lloyd made the prayer. I do find it hilarious that somehow the nickname of Lloyd didn't stick with Stella, but it didn't. Just like Caitlin, they both have like 4 different nicknames. Caitlin is Tookus Bird, Hannah Banana. She's got so many nicknames. And Stella's Stelly Bird, Stelly Rubens. She's got nicknames galore, but I'll never forget that prayer when Baby Lloyd made it on high.
Well, my daughter's nickname of Harry didn't last long either, but my son was like, just wanted to have a brother, and I grew up with 3 sisters, so I always wished I had a brother. My mother had 5 sisters, no brothers, so I wish I could have given my son a brother, but anyway. My son called her Harry for about 6 months. It was hilarious. And he really felt her name was Harry. That was the best part.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't just keep calling her Harry just for the brotherly part of it.
She was
I see
a beautiful girl.
Larry, Nautical Nurse Nancy's here. Isn't she on a cruise?
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Yes, she's on a Sancy cruise. Hello.
That's
Nancy,
what I thought.
Thanks for taking time out of your cruise to say hi. That's incredible.
I think it was Sarah's birthday as well. Was it yesterday? Wendy
this
Johnson
week is like filled with birthdays.
I know, it's crazy.
Unreal.
Wendy Johnstone says I had 5 brothers and 6 sisters. That's 11 siblings. That's a lot of clucking going on at the house. Is all I'm saying.
That's a lot of siblings.
There was no shortage of romance in that home.
That's a lot of siblings. That's super cool to me. I think that's awesome. I wanted to have a huge family, but I had 3 sisters, so we had 4 of us. We thought we were a big family, but today's world, to hear a family of 4 kids is very rare.
Oh, absolutely.
But 11 or 12, oh my God.
Nautical Nurse Nancy says, happy birthday, Rooster.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of views.
I know. I can't believe how many views they got.
Oh, man. We had such a great time in Cancun.
But did you guys go to Cancun on this cruise? I don't think you guys were. You guys weren't in Cancun, were you?
Yes!
Oh, I guess I was wrong about that. So what are you guys going to do tomorrow, Nancy?
Hey, Bagak!
Oh, you're going to do some bagakin. All right. I'm down with that. Well, you guys have a good time, Nancy.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of... Yeah, there's something fun about meeting, your people in the cruise community. It's just amazing how you feel like you're already friends, even though you've never met.
Absolutely. Nancy, you couldn't have said it any better. I'm glad you're having a good time. And you tell Sarah and Bob I said, Bagak.
Yeah, super cool of her to tune in on her cruise. Like, really cool.
John and Diamond brought up something that came to mind to me the other day.
All right.
There must be something about 9 months prior to this time of year, like a 10-day span of time within the year.
So I do that all the time.
There must be something in the air, as animals that we are, the human beings that we are animals. There must be something floating within the ether, within the atmos, within our world.
It's called springtime.
That gets people like totally in the mood for... Cause there's so many people born this time of year. The winter blues go away and people cluck. They're getting down as soon as it starts to warm up. Then 9 months later they're all saying, I love you, baby. Let's do it again. All right, enough. But yeah, I mean, lots of people born. Garrett's like, ooh. It's probably Caitlin. But Matthew, myself, Alana Zingano's baby, Griffin Alyssa's baby. 4 people that I know, and there's more. I think there's like 6 or 7 people I know who have the same birthday as me. And I'm like, hey, enough of that. Well, yeah, Caitlin, but in Vegas there is no weather, if you know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Larry, did you know both of my children were conceived in Las Vegas?
No. And
now everyone in this live stream knows.
I was going to say, well, you're throwing that out there.
Well, after last week, I mean, it's all. I mean, we're an open book.
The Excalibur?
No, we were at the Strat, which was called the Stratosphere at that time, and we got kicked out. We got kicked out, permanently banned.
Okay, so you did it in the elevator on the floor?
We ate at the rooftop restaurant.
Let me ask you this, though. If the Stratosphere was on the Strip, would that be a 10?
No.
Why? I love that place.
It's a crap hole.
Because of the location.
It's not the location. Maybe that, no, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sure at the time, if it had been on the Strip, it would have been much more prime. But at that time, it was new. So it was kind of cool, right? I
loved it. I stayed there one time. I absolutely loved it. So much fun. And the nice thing is you're really close to downtown. And I think downtown, I don't care what anybody says, downtown Las Vegas, get yourself a drink, a big cigar, and people watch. It's great. No, you're wrong. You're wrong, Colonel Sanders. You are wrong. You're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
Downtown Las Vegas, I would rather go to the back streets of Nassau, where apparently there's a travel advisory now. I haven't brought it up to the Bromania group only because I'm not that concerned because of how close the bearded clam is to the port. But there's a travel advisory in Nassau, Larry.
It's always been there. Come on.
I don't know.
Hey, what about Royals building their own private thing there?
No, Carnival.
I thought it was Royal.
Celebration Island.
Oh, I thought it was,
Royal is too. I thought Royal was.
I thought they were.
They were first, actually. But I did see an announcement this week, if you guys are here for the cruise news, that Carnival's doing Celebration Island. It was the most horribly photoshopped picture I'd ever seen, though. Love downtown Las Vegas plus live bands outside.
If you're in the Strip, it's safe as can be. Totally safe. And it's just like, here's the thing I like about it. You wouldn't care about this, but if you like to gamble and you want to go from casino to casino, it's a 30-second walk. On the Strip, it's a 30-minute walk.
Yeah, good point.
Everything's right there. Everything's more reasonable. It's just a fun place. It's just really fun for me. I like it a lot.
I'm not trying to spread fear at all with that. I just found it noteworthy that I know there's always travel advisories, right? But I read the articles. It just sounds like, you need to be a little bit more vigilant. I'm not concerned because we're rolling 4 deep with a bunch of dudes, right? I mean, we got Larry with us.
Oh my God.
We got Larry with us. We just say, Larry, go. And he freaking beats the crap out of anybody in our path. And Arnold, too, he's like the Tasmanian devil. You piss him off, he'll rip the hair off a cheetah. But I found it noteworthy.
You cruise. I don't care what the island is. You need to be in a group or close to the port. It doesn't matter where you go. They're all, besides Bermuda, they all have poverty. And so you have to be cautious, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
And in group, you have numbers. So you were gone when you were checking your mail. And I talked about the icon.
Yeah.
Have you been watching any of the vlogs?
Who watches vlogs? I don't think people watch those, Larry. But anyway, what were you going to say?
You have not watched anything about the icon?
On Facebook.
On Facebook, not YouTube.
Yeah, no, not on YouTube.
I was going to ask you, have you caught the bug? The icon bug?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, what did the ship? I've started to come to terms with this, and before I get to that, my dad said 3 generations of Claycos born in January.
Whoa. There's a trend. There's no doubt about that.
Grandpa K. Yeah. So my great grandpa was born January 14th. My dad was born January 25th, and myself the 29th. So yes, good point. Kevin Simmons says Nassau has always had crime in certain parts of the city. Keep your wits about you and you'll be okay. But on that note, I don't get off the ship in Nassau anymore. Well, Kevin Simmons, if you don't get off the ship next time you're in Nassau and go to the Bearded Clam, then you and I are going to have words. I'm going to start throwing these hands.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. Anybody that disses Nassau, you now have a place. Margaritaville,
the Bearded Clam.
All right, either one. But I'm just saying, there are safe places right off the ship that are super cool.
Yeah.
A whole lot of fun.
Mr. Z said he watched Don Terrace's first impression blog of the icon. I'm not going to... I will limit my comments here. I'm not going to say anything. But I think I know what that vlog was. I will watch it and report back next week in the affirmative or the negative. That being said, Larry.
Yeah.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
And it's probably because I was a digital content creator at one point. Thank you, Kevin Simmons. And I don't know, it's not a healthy attitude to take. I'm not going to lie about that. But certain things happened in the last couple years that have jaded me to parts of the cruise community, right? And everybody is fawning all over everything to be that first person to get that content out. And I get it. I get it. That's how you make money. That's how you get exposure on YouTube. I get it. But I am not watching that crap. I'm not. I'm just not doing it because I've said this from the start. It's well documented. If you've been a subscriber to this channel, those big ships aren't necessarily my jam. I'm sure the Icon is a great ship, and I've seen lots of Facebook posts about it. Honestly, Tommy Casabona's page is the best source of information that I've had for that ship. It looks fantastic. It looks amazing. But I just don't have a lot of interest in seeing everybody like, we were the first people to do this and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Larry,
well,
I'm stay off my lawn guy, and I've just got
but
so many feelings about things. I just don't know.
I didn't ask you to be the first one on it, but
yeah, that's a good point.
in my opinion of watching the vlogs, they've done a great job of dispersing the people.
I will say this, yes. Someone posted a picture of the promenade. They said,
How wide is that?
Yeah. I noticed
incredible.
that. It was very wide, but it was in the middle of the day, supposedly. But they did say that it did not feel crowded. And despite the size, I expected differently. Now, that being said, I was just talking to a guy at work today about it, and I was very curious. Like, if you've been on more than one Oasis class ship, and Larry, you have.
I have.
You know that one of the biggest things that becomes an issue on ships of that size is come dinner time. The main dining room can really turn into a cluster cluck very quickly because they're very gray about the my time dining and the scheduled dining. I'm just saying, I was concerned how they were going to handle that. And I did see something today that might still be an issue, especially on the Icon. Now, that being said, I'm not speaking from someone who's well-versed on that ship, but I would much rather, and I mean this from the very bottom of my subcockles, I am more excited to go on the Liberty or the Independence, whatever it is we're doing for Romania, than I am for the Icon.
Whoa. Well, let's set the record straight. Last year was Liberty. This year is Independence.
Last year I thought was Liberpendence dumb.
Well, no, because you didn't know which one we were on. Last year was 3 days on the Liberty.
Yep.
This year, 5 days
On Independence.
So
Okay.
I'm hoping those 2 extra days don't put us in the brig.
Well, let's say this, Larry. I guarantee you this.
Yeah.
Even though you just told me that,
You won't remember.
I will not remember that, and I will be calling it the Friederpendence of the seas.
He'll walk on and say, hey, welcome on the freedom of the seas.
No, I'll say Friederpendence.
Well, because I wasn't on the first Bromania, but now this means you've been on all 3. So you could say that.
Yeah, it's a trifecta.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not poo-pooing the icon. Don't get me wrong. And full disclosure, Stella is like full on board with doing icon, right? But I think I at this point, I think I subscribe to enjoying the newer ship a little bit later. Because for one,
the price.
Well, yes, the price. Absolutely. Where is that ship sailing right now?
Okay, so that is the other really cool part. So, like, yesterday, they were in St. Kitts.
Okay.
This is not Cozumel, Costa Maya. We go to St. Thomas, St. Martin, Coco Cay. Tell me 3 better stops.
Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao.
Well, maybe. But Coco is hard to beat. St. Thomas has really good places. If you go to St. John,
yeah.
And then St. Martin is like off the chisel. It's awesome. So they are going to better ports. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. Listen.
But my thing is this. When Jamie texted me and said, "Do you have interest in going? Sharon has limited cabin." I will tell everybody. I'll grab my folder. So for the icon, I have, it used to be the boardwalk balcony, inside balcony count. I paid $3,400.
How much?
$3,400. Within 3 months of booking that, it was over 10,000.
Yeah.
It's gotten crazy.
I'm not going to lie. Kevin Simmons says, big ships are not my jam. Freedom class is the sweet spot for me, but I will.
Freedom's a big ship. That's still a big ship. That's my argument.
But
a big ship.
I have issue with that too. I'm not saying the cruise lines should not make money where they need to, right? But what I am saying, I think this is like, I want to get to a certain level on Royal for whatever reason. I don't stinking daggone freaking know, because they're starting to tick me off. But make your money. That's fine. But I'm sick and tired of being lied to every day. Like with the sales. Royal saying, new sale. 35%. They said 50% off the drink package for your guest. And all they did was take the normal price of the drink package, double it, and they said the price is reflected in the cost listed. Yeah, it's the same price. There's no freaking sale. And the ship.
I'll agree with that. But I will say this. To preface my price, I am Diamond Plus, so I get $225 off balcony. So
yeah, but not on the icon, you don't.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, but how much? That's like 0.007% of what they're charging.
It would have been like $36.50, and I got it for $3,400.
Okay.
So I will say this: the status on Royal Caribbean when you get to Diamond, you get $200 off a balcony room, which is a nice perk. Carnival doesn't give it. Norwegian doesn't give it. So that is a nice perk.
Kevin Brubaker says, John, if you gamble in the casino, you get free cruises. No one has ever gotten a free cruise. No one has ever gotten a free cruise.
Okay.
If there was someone that went to the casino, and won every single time they went, I can guarantee you those free cruises wouldn't continue to flow in. There are many people who spend more than a cruise in a casino that get free cruises because they know that person is going to spend at the very minimum the cruise fare to cover their cost of that cruise, and anything else is just a bonus. So don't tell me about that's another one of my pet peeves. You have the free cruises. There ain't no free cruises. If you're getting free cruises and out there on Facebook bragging about all your comped crap, that's because you have comped the casino enough to be able to comp you without losing any money. And if you tell me any different, you're full of crap.
All right. Well, I might be full of crap. Because I will say this. On Carnival, I swear to you, I do not gamble a lot. Maybe $100 a day.
I've heard Carnival's different in that regard.
So I have a cruise in September. I just realized I had the wrong dates for it. But I have a 7-night cruise on the Magic.
Yep.
Inside room. It is the very basic room. I got it with a casino rate, $645.
Okay.
For 2 people. So I don't get free drinks. I have to buy the drink package. But I did get a $200 onboard credit for that.
Daniel Fields. Sorry, go ahead. No, finish.
I was like, I just went back to review because I had the wrong dates on the cruise. And I was like, oh my God, I have a $200 onboard credit too. And Melissa and I are not big gamblers. We're not.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't gotten a deal like that since. So.
Well, I mean, there's no denying that I'm mostly full of crap. I mean, I won't dispute that. That's for sure. Daniel Fields, I have to do this, Larry, because that's how good it was. I would normally do a super awesome comment, but I think this is more appropriate. Oh. I didn't know it said super chat. But Daniel Fields says Blaine Rayleigh did get a free cruise from Sharon at Sea. I'm curious, did that cruise happen?
I know it got postponed.
But also, someone else mentioned, you're wrong, my first free one was after I won a big jackpot, so they gave me free ones so they can get their money back. That's my point, Tess. At the end of the day, ain't nobody getting free cruises out here. If the casino was giving away free cruises, they'd be losing money. They ain't losing money. You may be the benefactor in a certain situation, but at the end of the day, people who gamble a lot lose a lot.
Oh, I attest to that. There is no doubt about it. Whenever you hear somebody say, I won a lot, that means they lost a lot.
You never see the pictures of the screen when they lost a crap load of money.
So
you only see the picture of the screen when they won it.
I won't win a lot, but I won't lose a lot.
I am a total get off my lawn guy.
Yeah.
I'm out here slowly,
Hey, have you gotten your mail yet?
Yes, I'm going to go get it right now, Larry, because Kelly just texted me and said the letter is...
I thought she was going to bring it down.
No, she said it's at the top of the steps waiting for me. But I'll bet... But wait.
Yeah.
Let's find out if they're still there. Because something tells me especially with Caitlin lately, she's already fallen asleep.
No way. Hold her back.
Oh, you're watching. Okay, I'll be right there. Stay on the line. Matter of fact, here, I'll put you right on the screen.
So Caitlin's taking her spot.
I'll put you right.
Caitlin,
Oh,
can you hear me?
I can't get it to where you can
Hello?
see her.
Hello.
She can't hear you. I got headphones in, Larry.
Okay.
Hey, Caitlin, wave to the coop.
Hey, here's my question.
Hold on, I gotta go get the letter.
All right, go do your thing. I'll go back to my icon. So,
Here's Caitlin.
called my friend Jamie tonight. For everybody that's on the icon with us, I think there's only 30 of us. Small group, but we'll have a lot of fun. And I can't thank Sharon enough for putting that together because within, months, my room went from $3,400 to over $10,000. It's ridiculous. But hey, I give it to Royal Caribbean. You know, they were shut down for so long and they have to find a way to make the money. But we are looking at all different types of activities. And if you're not part of the Facebook group, please join. So I think this is going to be an iconic cruise with our stops. It's just so out of the ordinary. St. Thomas, St. Martin, Coco. You're back.
Keep going.
No, you gotta go. I gotta like, you know what?
No, oh, okay. All right. Hannah Banana. I gotta turn the volume up. I'm going to attempt something here that has never been done in live stream history. I'm gonna put you on top of a beer so that people can see your face. But I'm gonna turn the volume down so it doesn't echo. So save your comments till after. Okay. Here it is. I'm opening the card now, Hannah. It says, Dad, I hope your birthday really kicks ass. Oh my God. Caitlin, you draw just like me. I'm about to cry. It looks just like mine. Okay, hold on. It says, I'm a grown up. I can say that now. Ass, ass, ass. But she drew my little guy, and Caitlin can attest to this by nodding her head because they can't hear you right now, Caitlin. Have I not drawn... Why? Oh, yeah. Have I not drawn that for decades? Nod your head if you can hear me. Okay. Caitlin drew my little guy that I put in every card I've ever done, and it looks identical to the guy that I've always drawn. I sign my name and I draw that, and it says Bagok. That is a true story well before the live stream. I just heard Larry go, oh. Am I the only one that heard that? Because I heard it. But she also drew a chicken. Did Garrett draw that chicken? Caitlin, did Garrett draw that chicken? Okay. You drew it? Okay. It says, "Happy birthday, Dad. When you come home, you'll get your gift from Garrett." Oh. It says, Garrett and I. "We love you and hope your day rocks your socks off. Bagap. Love Caitlin, Garrett, Callie, Cash, Mortimer, Feeny, and Phantom." That's all of her pet. All right, Caitlin, I'll turn the volume up now. Thank you for the wonderful card. Are you there? Oh, gosh, I can't hear you.
Oh, I need it.
Oh, well done, Caitlin. Are you there?
I am there.
Well, thank you for the awesome card.
You're welcome. I figured you'd like it.
Oh, Larry was blocking. Oh, dang it. Larry was blocking you there for a minute. Well, thank you for the card. I'm sorry we couldn't get to it. Jamie from Sharon at Sea brought up a good point, though. He's like, well, how could the mailman get to the mailbox?
And you could.
I thought exactly, Gene.
Listen, it was hard to get to the mailbox. There was a lot of snow there.
She says, do you smell that? She says it smells like a death.
Well, I put up with a lot of BS from both my kids, so we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, well,
So did you get the card?
tonight.
I did, and Larry, this right here, it looks identical to my little guy. I draw that in every card I've ever given anyone. It looks just like mine, Caitlin. Well done.
What about my chicken?
Well, the chicken's good. I didn't know you were such a good artist. Yes.
So I guess my big question
I did.
is your daughter and son-in-law on the Coop Cruise?
Cash farted.
So, Larry, Caitlin can't hear you, but to answer your question, they were. However,
They had to bail.
based on information received last week, I think we're going to be about 2 or 3 weeks to where it can't happen. Let's just leave it at that.
I get it.
Let's just
What
leave
about
it.
their friends?
I told you this, Caitlin. I'm saying, Larry was asking if you were going to be on the Coop Cruise. Yeah, there's Garrett asked Caitlin. I was talking to her about it the other day, but there's rules. And one of those rules I don't think you're going to meet based on that
Well,
information.
let's start planning Coop Cruise 26, right?
Yes. I showed her the video of him falling. Yes. Brubaker said, yes. Wendy Johnstone says, notice John feeling emotional and Luna comes by his side. Yes. But Brubaker said, Caitlin, stop giving John a hard time. He almost died in the snow the other day.
It looked like a little icy patch. It wasn't snow.
Listen, had I not done the slow motion, I realized this. Yes, you did, Baker. I read it verbatim. Don't you even dispute it. But had I not slowed it down like I did in the video, you would have seen. I cut it off too early, but I went down. Did
you hit your head on the pavement?
No. I'm still amazed how I managed to stay upright using 2 garbage cans that were both on wheels. How I pulled that off, I'll never know.
It was very entertaining.
Tess Almonda, I think it's 6 months. I think it's 6 months. Garrett says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm going to be safe and live another year." None of those Red Sea and Black Sea videos.
Are you kidding me?
Garrett sends me these videos that he sees on TikTok of like crab fishermen. He sent me a video the other day. Look, see, this is what happens on cruise ships. And it was like narrated by TikTok.
Can
and
I
they're
ask
like,
a question?
They're
Does
like,
he fly?
huh?
Does he get on an airplane?
Oh, we've talked about all that, Larry.
Does he get in a car?
Yeah.
More
the
people
odds of crashing
die
in a car
crashing.
are much higher. But he sends me this video. And this is what I'm talking about at the end of the live stream when I talk about like being Luna, knock it off. When I talk about being nice to each other online and how your politics are contributing nothing positive to this world. People literally make videos saying that this was their cruise, and they cut to footage. They're like, yeah, 1 minute it's calm, and the next minute we're submerged. They literally went to 1 minute it's calm, looking out the porthole of the ship. The next minute they cut to a freaking video of them in a glass-bottom boat somewhere. Right? Like they were making it seem like the ship was rocking so much that the ship went underwater and you could see all these tropical fish swimming around in the calmest water ever. Garrett says, we'll figure something out. I'll talk to Caitlin tonight. TX Pepito says, Buck Cherry would have glided to the mailbox. Yes. Yeah, that's because they're crazy glitches. Oh, John and Diamond said they missed the card. It was a very nice card, John and Diamond. A lot of subcoccular touch points that she got me with that guy. It literally looks identical to the one I drew for decades. It really, truly does. Even the handwriting almost. The chicken, she drew a chicken.
Yeah. How about that?
I honestly thought Garrett drew the chicken. Garrett, did you draw the chicken? Is Caitlin lying?
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh, and we'll probably say he did.
You can say you did, Garrett. We got to take our wins when we can get them.
Yeah.
So, Larry, you've got a cruise coming up.
Yes, I do.
Tell us about it.
The icon of the seas. 37 days till embarkation.
Yep.
35 days till I'll be in Miami. 2 days prior to Miami, nothing wrong with that, right?
Nope. Let me ask you a question.
Like,
because we
2
like to
days
give
early to
information here.
Romania.
We like to give information here.
Yeah.
Where would you stay if you were staying at a hotel in Miami?
Oh, there's no doubt. Intercontinental. But for this one, it was just too much. The Intercontinental is so nice. But for 2 nights, it was going to be like $1,000.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I just couldn't pull the trigger. But you can walk. You walk right along the ocean, right up the bayside, but too much. So I'm sitting at a true. It's like not too far away. Something different.
All right. Well, Jamie just had
Super
right next to
awesome
Jamie.
comment.
Right next to him.
He just had a super awesome comment, Larry.
What was this comment?
He said, cruising is no more dangerous than taking out the garbage cans.
That after seeing your vlog, yeah.
Caitlin, is there anything you would like to say before I let you go? Because we're about to shut this bad boy down. They know. And the people who try to be clever will be... There's always someone who tries to get clever. Like, to say something saying they know, but I'm saying it in a clever way so no one else will know. If somebody does that, you let me know and I will give them the business. But then again, you probably shouldn't have made announcements in the middle of the live stream. But I'll... you probably just shouldn't have called me in the middle of a live stream when I have no control over my bodily functions.
I don't get how you even record.
I love you.
I love you too. Good night.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Never fry bacon naked.
I won't fry bacon naked. And just do me a favor.
That was a tip from Jamie.
Never play leapfrog with a unicorn.
Wherever you go, there you are, my dear.
What?
Ask Garrett.
Okay.
Good night, Caitlin.
That's that. She's like, what? What? What do you say? All right. Larry, close us out with final thoughts.
Well,
I think we covered the bases here.
I do have some final thoughts.
All right. Hit me.
First of all, Arnold, thank you so much for filling in last week. I was under the weather. I'm still getting over it, but I appreciate you filling in for me. You guys did a great job. I was there for the whole show. You guys did a great job. So, to my birthday boy.
You're frozen. I hear you just fine, but your face is frozen like you're in deep thought.
Okay. I am in deep thought, though. That's the problem.
All right.
So, I wish so much that we were back 1 year ago celebrating your birthday in New Orleans.
Super awesome comment.
How about that?
Yep. It was. And
was that fun?
It was awesome. And I remember like all day having agita. Hold on, Larry. I'm going to try something. I'm going to hit a button. Right. I'm going to hit a button.
Am I frozen? Yes, I am. I'm gone.
Let's see if I can do this. Nope, you're still frozen.
All right, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
All right. So, I'm going to say 1 year ago, in a couple of days, when I called you, you were like, I'm working on this daggone vlog that I want to get done. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm just having a big ass beer down here on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good way to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, and
right?
you had a Buffalo Trace cigar.
Waiting for you. Yeah, I did.
Yes, you did.
So, happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
I wish I could be there to celebrate it with you.
Well, we got Bromania coming up, and Larry, let's just be honest here. I meant to make this point earlier, but in our Bromania chat group, Trevor made the mention when I showed a picture of my current cigar stash. Oh boy, people are getting ads right now. I just got to notice. Ads will run shortly for some viewers.
Hey, maybe we'll make some money.
Yeah. We're making a fortune over here. It's gotten so bad where the IRS is like, yeah, that's a hobby. But I can skip ads. Hold on. Boom. Hopefully that.
Hey, those ads are making us money.
I think they're making us money. I'm buying cameras out here. I mean, we would have to do 750 live streams in order to recoup the cost of just this right here. when
Ooh,
it comes to advertising revenue.
okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I pay for the YouTube Premium, so I never see an ad in my life. But anyway, what was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought
You were
there.
talking about the birthday week.
Shucks.
Not coming back. All right.
Well,
Wow.
I can't remember, but I will say this. In the Bromania chat, Trevor had mentioned, because I sent a picture of my the humidor that I had just seasoned.
Yeah.
I said I'm running low. And Trevor's like, well, if I know anything about Bromania, once Larry shows up, none of us will be short on cigars.
He's got that right. You know, I take care of my Bromania bros. Do I or do I not?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. John and Diamond says this was a great show. Love us some Ship Show even without the lawn update
Hey,
and buttons
John and
pushed.
Donna, I'll see you. I think you're on Icon, right? I could be wrong.
Not sure.
I'm not sure either. I thought they were.
I am looking forward to cruising with John and Diamond again. John and I
So much fun.
John and I do a lot of cigar chat
Yeah.
behind the scenes. Larry, did you know, you remember that John and Diamond say no icon for us? You know that website I was telling you about?
What? Oh, my. They're,
Well, if you're
Forenza?
going to be frozen, I'm going to...
are they on for
Oh, no, I can't do that because...
hello? No, I'm totally fine.
I hear you now.
John and Diamond. Forenza? Hello?
When's
You there?
Forenza?
Forenza, are you not on that?
Larry, my next cruise is Bromania.
Okay, after that. What's that? What's your next cruise after that?
Coop Cruise 2025.
Oh my God. Oh. Wait. And this is a cruise show.
I'm
You
sorry, I can't
Have to
get...
step up your game, brother.
I can't get my family to book it. Larry, you're on
right.
top of my head right now because you're frozen.
Oh my God, I see that. Wait, you have to book more cruises.
I'd love to, Larry, but my wife, hands are tied over here. I'm over here.
Sometimes you have to do as Bromania does. Just go.
Well, I think we're getting to that point because I can tell you this:
I'm
the
full
next
of your head.
the next ship that comes out, Larry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach up like this, grab you,
Yeah.
and put you in Fanny DeVito, and we are going on the next big ship that opens, and we're gonna beat all those people who are like, oh, I went on the first cruise from
Right.
Icon
That's
of the
the
Seas,
start.
and here's what you need to know.
Right.
Before you book this, is it a joke?
You need to book the star.
Icon of the Seas, is it worth it? Listen, I'm just playing. I know that's how it works on YouTube. You gotta frickin' get people with the title, right? But I'm just saying, you and I are gonna go on a new cruise, right? And we're just gonna be like, this ship sucks. But then,
That would be Margaritaville.
as soon as the video starts, we'll say, I know you guys read the title, but what I really meant to say is this ship sucks if you're not on this ship. But if you're on it, it's awesome.
Because all cruises rock.
Right. It's like the people that said, I'm quitting cruising. Or no, I'm quitting. What was it? It was, oh no, I'm done. and everybody clicks the button. And then you watch the movie, and at the very end, the big reveal is made. So what I really meant to say is, I'm done not cruising.
There you go. Yeah.
Freaking douchebag. You besmirched me, so I'm gonna freaking take my shots while I can. But I'm just saying, we should do that, Larry. You and I, on The Incredible of the Seas, we'll book it. And before we even board, we'll be like, we got to board this ship early. And it sucks. And then, we don't have to explain ourselves because that's not how it works on YouTube. People don't ask those questions. They just click the button, and then we'll get on board and we'll make the video. We'll be like, this ship sucks if you're not on it.
That's all ships, though. Yeah.
Right.
I have FOMO on every cruise. Like, I could live on a cruise ship. The world cruise, the ultimate world cruise, 274 days. I would give anything to be on that. Oh my God. So awesome.
I love that Tess doesn't see toilet paper. Larry. But wait, that being said,
your Christmas tree blocked that toilet paper in weeks before.
Well, no, I put that up. I put that up after the Christmas tree went away, and it's actually magnets that are holding it up, and it's a rather precarious situation holding them up. But I love also, not only did Tess say she didn't see toilet paper, which is right freaking there. There's no way you can't see it. But Wendy Johnstone thought it was paper towels. Like,
well,
anybody, I mean, come on. If you know, you know. Yeah. But there ain't no paper towel discussion happening here. But yes, it is rolled correctly. And it's under, not over.
I say over.
Okay, I told you it was precarious. See what happened? I touched it and it fell. Damn it. Now I gotta fix it. But anyway, there's other things I gotta fix too if nobody noticed. But the light over here, the ones that I had behind the light, the glue gave out and it's over.
Wow. The studio is looking awesome. No doubt.
Are you a cruiser without a duck? Yes, John and Diamond. I just don't give a cluck. No, I have a duck. But my belief, and I believe a lot of you should subscribe to my belief, is that the rubber ducks are overplayed. You see all these articles and all these videos about how Carnival's going to do away with the ducks. Why in the heck are we giving out ducks? See, I gave away all my rubber chickens. We should be giving out those mini rubber chickens. If we're going to represent the coop properly, we don't need ducks. We need rubber chickens. Like, tie a little card to the rubber chicken's foot. Right, Larry? And I hear you. We'll start our own Facebook group. We ain't got time for you. We're the contrarians of America. So, but yes, I do have, I have a few, I have a duck somewhere in the mix. And I've found a few, but when we go on cruises, I hide rubber chickens. It's well documented in the many vlogs that we do.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
No, they sell little 7-inch cocks, if you will. On Amazon, you can get a 15-pack for like $12.99. I'm just saying. But I hear you. But I'm just saying, I'm the rooster. I ain't got no time for ducks. We're going rubber chickens all day, every day. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
Larry's still frozen, but this is how we're going to close out the live stream.
I'm over your head for one.
Not anymore.
No.
You are front and center.
Yeah, I see that.
But I'll do this.
Still frozen though.
Here's what we're going to do. You are now the new logo.
Huh.
Right
Okay.
here.
Yeah. All
There you go.
right.
But final words, Larry.
Happy birthday,
Thank you.
my buddy. I wish I was there to celebrate it like I was last year.
I will never forget last year.
And I'm going to tell you something. This won't happen again.
What?
We will celebrate your birthday together. If I have to go up to Michigan or we have to New Orleans or wherever.
No, I like it. Let's
Yeah.
let's
We're
figure
gonna
it
do it.
out for next
Well,
year.
no, I'm telling you right now. It's a done deal.
It doesn't have to be my birthday. It could be
No,
your birthday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But we need to make sure that we have another golf outing this
Hey,
summer.
how about right here?
Here, Larry, I'm putting you in the fridge.
How about here? Top of the
Larry,
what?
I've heard this, but here you go. Larry,
Okay.
you need to chill.
I'm gonna check.
Look, you're in the fridge now. Wait, let's put, oh, dang it. Wrong one. Wrong one. Let's get back to Larry here. All right. It's time to put this show
To bed.
on ice, if you get my drift. Thank you, John and Diamond, for the birthday wishes. Will G's laughing. Larry needs to chill. Good night, everyone. They're laughing because I put you in the fridge, Larry.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why I said.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
So what's happening next week, Larry?
Next week, I gotta get my notes together, but I'll have a plan. I promise.
I guarantee you'll have a better plan than I do.
When we're not talking grass, damn it.
We are. I'm
No,
going to
we're
give a
not.
grass update.
It's still winter.
No, you know what? Quite frankly, the grass experiment has run its course. I know which grass I want now, but I will next week show you why I made the decision. I will
All right.
show you why, because
All right.
if you
All
were
right,
here
hold on.
the night I made the last grass update, this one right here decided to destroy it all. And only a couple, well, only one really recovered the way it should have from that. And I never would have guessed that would have been the one, but now I know which one I want. Oh my
All
God, Larry, we got a super chat.
What? We got a super chat.
We haven't gotten a super chat in like a month or 2 months.
Yeah.
Lori DeShiel, she says, happy birthday, John. Lori, you don't have to
Aw.
super chat for a birthday.
Thank you.
But thank
for
you.
that super chat.
So here's what you get.
Let's-
Here's what you get, Lori.
Okay. Somebody, awesome. Thank you.
That wasn't good. Let's give you
All right.
something better. Let's give you something better. Here you go. This
All
is
right.
good. I mean, that guy's rocking out with his bagak out.
Thank you for that super chat.
But Lori,
My
that was
man
that was
turning not 50, 51.
50 plus 1. That's what I call it.
50. Yay! You're 50 plus 1.
Yes. And one
I
last
will never forget you turning 50. I'll tell you that right now.
No, that was a great night, and I was looking
Oh
at
my God.
I was
Wow.
looking at footage.
I will tell everybody out there in our chat.
I was looking
It
at
was-
footage the other night,
It
Larry.
was 1 o'clock. Was it 1 o'clock? We were out front. And you came to me and said, all right, ready to go to Bourbon Street for my birthday? And I was like, so ready for that.
I remember this, and me and Arnold took a rickshaw
Oh, yeah.
back at
And
like
Melissa and I
3:30.
walked.
Yes, but I'll never forget the footage of Tommy Casabona calling you out. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got to give this to Lori because that the super chat was definitely.
Next is the breakaway out of New York to Bermuda. And that is where we're teamed up with Ship Show. That is going to be
once again, the
all
kids from the
kinds of
Ship
fun.
Show, the kids from Fantasy Travel. It's going to be off the chisel.
A chisel.
Next.
Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. But Larry, we got another one from Anthony Simone.
I saw that. Thank you very much.
He said, "Happy birthday, John Magog. Here's a little something for your birthday." Well, thank you.
Well,
you
gotta give him something back.
You didn't have to do that. But here's what I got for you.
What?
Oh, don't start
Please
this.
welcome
I'm not
Esteban,
asking for this.
Internationally
I don't
acclaimed
want to.
guitar virtuoso, celebrated around the globe. And today, Esteban is here to share with you the gift of guitar.
Okay. Linda Land.
You got another one.
Hey, Linda Land. Okay, we're gonna shut this down. I
No,
appreciate.
we're not.
No,
You gotta
I truly appreciate the super chats, but I don't want people doing it for my birthday because.
What does she deserve there?
She says, "Happy belated birthday. Let's have a birthday meetup in NOLA next year."
All
I
right,
like
I'll
it,
give her
Linda
a little
Land.
shout out back. That's it.
If we wouldn't have had more problems tonight, I had intentions of bringing the old disco rooster back. I think I have one other one. Here we go. This is for you, Linda Land.
John, what's up, homegrown?
Oh, God.
It's yours truly, Josh Todd from Buck Cherry here, buddy.
Oh, you don't like that one? How about this one?
Don't at all. He's a dork.
All right, how about this one?
I want to.
For the Ship Show.
I like this
John.
one. Yeah.
What's up, shipheads? My old pals John, York, and Dave. Well, Dave's not there, man. Anyway, they want me to pop in and say hi to this cooperative, C-O-O-P, co-op. And they also wanted you to know that the mother hen, Liz, is watching you, so you best behave.
Love my girl Liz. Talk to her today.
Boom, Liz.
What's that? B-A-G-A-A-A-A.
Bag. Yeah.
You best behave, bag. That's what it says.
Bag. All right, one last one for you, and we'll shut her down.
Right.
Larry, you must be getting cold in there.
Cold? Why?
Because you're in the fridge.
Whoa.
It looks like you're in the fridge.
Wow. Yeah, in there. Could you make me any smaller?
Well, you're frozen. You're frozen. Here, let's make you.
I'm like tiny.
Here. There you go. All right. Here's the last one, and then we will shut it down.
Hey guys, Tom Bergeron coming to you from my backyard. Let me get into my character here.
Arnold Plow says, "Larry, get me a beer."
It's your old pal Tom. Speaking of old pals, I just wanted to drop in and say hi to my friends John and York. Hope you guys are doing well. Anyways, enjoy the Ship Show, Coop. Much like my shows, it will be epic.
I just realized that it says John and York. That's outdated, actually. We're gonna have to get some John and Larry ones. We're gonna have to fix that.
All right. I have a couple people I know that will do those. Maybe like Mackenzie.
There you
She'll do a
go.
video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Would she do this?
Oh, yeah.
No, she would not.
Oh. Oh, bad. What? No, maybe.
Because if she did, I'd be like,
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well.
Would you look?
I'll have to ask. But
oh my God.
I think,
you know what that would be, Larry?
Yeah, I do.
No, that would be
Off the chisel.
breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news.
I don't know why there wasn't audio there, but that's,
It's just all video.
All right. Well, y'all,
You're still like towering me. Look how much bigger you are than me.
Well, I know you're frozen still.
All right, damn it. We gotta figure that out.
Let's see what I can do here.
Hey, people. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, indeed.
Before you leave, can I ask a little something? Give us a thumbs up.
Yes.
Please
Thumbs
do.
up.
If you're new to the channel, give us a subscribe and notification bell so you know when we're go live again. Right?
Yeah, and if you're new, if you don't mind, thumbs up 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Whoa.
If you thumbs up 3 times, we get extra ad revenue.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll
But
give it 3 thumbs up.
Yep. Before we go,
yeah,
I just wanted to share that, and I also wanted to share this.
Oh my! Oh, wow!
Speaking of Battle Nips, stay tuned next week when there's a live edition of Nothing But Larry BattleNet.
All right, let's do it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. But I'll close it out with this, and I appreciate all the birthday wishes and everything. I just, again, want to ask you all, as you retire for the evening, ask yourself what contribution social media has made to your political agenda that is in the positive. Because
my closing thoughts are, happy birthday, dude. This is your week.
Well, thank you.
It's a birthday week.
I still wanted to pontificate about people's politics, though, because I'm seeing it like crazy from people that I'm friends with. There ain't nothing you're doing on social media with your stinking politics that is positively like affecting our society. You're just railing and looking for people to like. You know what? You might find more likes if you just went to Snapchat and put some freaking beautifying filter on your face to make you look like a Monchichi and said, I'm going on a cruise, y'all. Then you will trying to get all your freaking political pundits to agree with you on social media. Just get off of it. I hope, Larry.
Yes.
30 years from now, we all live long enough on our deathbeds to look back and realize that all of our politics on social media were for naught. And we say to our children, before they have children, don't do what I did. Don't get caught up in the bullshit of your stupid politics. Because at the end of the day, there is not a single post that anyone has made on Facebook or Snapchat or Twitter that ever changed the course of our society for the positive. For the negative, most likely. And maybe that's what you're going for. And if you are, please hit the unsubscribe button, the dislike button, and get the flock out of here.
Boom.
All right, we're off.